Hello guys. Sorry we didn't upload yesterday. We had a video all planned out, and Kristen was just not feeling well. She works with a lot of kids, and then both of us have ringworm, and it was just a rough day because her ringworm was really big, and it was just Anyway, so in today's video, as you can see by the title, how should you react as a Christian, if you are one, or if you have Christian friends, how should they react to alcohol? This is a really touchy subject for a lot of people. A lot of people don't believe in it. A lot of people get addicted to it. I know that my grandparents, they don't like it. They haven't done it for a very, very long time, and they are very against it. They don't want me to drink. They don't want my, people in my family to drink at all. And I do drink, not all the time, and I never have been drunk. I just turned 21 in August. Many of you guys saw that video. And I just wanted to kind of address the topic because I see a lot of people saying that this is a serious issue or whatever. And here's the simple answer. If it's not a problem, if you are not getting drunk all of the time, if you can choose when to have a drink instead of it choosing when it wants to have a drink for itself, then it's not an issue. But if you become addicted to it, then it is, and you need to look at it. Obviously, drinking is a way for a lot of people to cope with stress, cope with things going on in their lives, and it is typically a topic that people don't like to talk about, that they don't like to address at all in general. And I want to address it. I have currently in the house 3 different types of alcohol. I have Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey, I have a bottle of Crown Royal, and a bottle of wine that was given to me and Kristen at our engagement party. And then, that's it. And the Jack Daniels I bought because it came with this cute little flask that has a little honeybee, and I love honey. I love honey, and I thought it would be cute. And this Jack Daniels in particular goes well with tea, and I love tea. But I thought the flask was cute, and I wanted the flask. I thought it looked cool. I like the honeybee. I like the colors. It's my high school colors, which is awesome. It does have some of the liquor poured into it. I was trying to figure out how to do that last night just because the hole is really tiny. And I personally do not have an issue with drinking. I've never been drunk, nor do I ever plan on it, nor will I ever be. Whenever I start to feel it, I stop. And I don't necessarily love the flavor of alcohol in general. I think alcohols mix really well with regular drinks, but I don't necessarily think that they make those regular drinks better. I don't think that I don't have a need for it. I don't need to drink to make myself feel better or whatever. If I want to make myself feel better, I hang out with Kristen. I'll play with the dogs, play some video games, watch some YouTube, whatever. Eat some food, something like that. In regards to alcohol, it's not something that I use to cope with anything. I will drink alcohol occasionally. When I get a new alcohol, of course, I'll try it that night, and I won't drink very much of it. I'll just drink until I'm done tasting it, until the flavor is like, or I feel it. And I don't allow myself to be pushed. But if you have an issue with drinking alcohol, where every time you drink you find yourself blackout drunk, or drunk in general, or you find yourself vomiting, or you wake up and you don't know where you're at, or don't know what happened, that's an issue. And as Christians, I think there's much better ways to cope with drinking, and just in general as people. I don't think that drinking should be a coping mechanism for you. And if you use it to cope, but alongside other things, like if you're not getting drunk, then really there's not a huge issue, unless you're drinking to the point of almost being drunk and then stopping every night. Um, I don't drink every night. I don't even drink. I don't even drink every week. I rarely drink. I've had this bottle of Crown for 2 months now, and it is still over half filled. I don't necessarily enjoy Crown as much as I enjoy Jack. Um, this bottle of Jack, I poured myself a little bit. It's just a smaller bottle. I don't know if I'm allowed to show you guys that stuff on YouTube or not. Um, I guess I will anyway. So my bottle of Crown, you can see it's over half still. I had a couple glasses of that, and these bottles they look huge. And then I had a glass last night of Jack, a couple glasses of Jack, and I poured some in my flask, of course. And it's as you can see, that's it. Like that's really I've had two margaritas since I turned 21, and they're my favorite drink so far that I've tried. And I've had a little bit of rum, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, whatever. Um, I don't have an issue with it, and I don't think as Christians we should look at other Christians and say, well, if you drink, you're going to hell. I think that we don't know who's going to hell and who's not going to hell as Christians. I'm sorry, but the only person who knows if they're going to hell or not is themselves. That's it. You can never look at someone and say, "Yep, they're going to hell. They drink. They're going to hell. They do this. They're going to hell. They do that." No, you cannot look at someone and say that. Um, you don't know. You don't know where they're at. You don't know how they feel, anything like that. We can't as Christians say that. And I know this video is aimed more towards a singular audience, but I thought I would bring this up because I think it's important. Because I enjoy a drink every once in a while, and it's not an issue for me, and it's not an issue for a lot of people, but it is an issue for a lot of people as well. Um, I don't know the numbers, but I know that drunk driving kills a lot of people. And um, I'm not here to say, hey, you shouldn't drink. I'm here to say like when you realize you have a problem, you should try to tone it down. Like if you have a problem with drinking, maybe you should think about stopping. But I'm not going to judge you if you get drunk. Who cares? I don't care. I obviously don't want you to kill somebody. I don't want you to go out and drive while you're drinking. I don't want you to drink if you're going to be aggressive towards other people. Obviously, nobody wants that. Um, and as a Christian, the best thing that we can do is, yes, sit down, have a drink with somebody, but you don't have to get drunk. You don't have to push yourself to a certain point to be socially accepted, or whatever. It doesn't matter. Who cares if you're socially accepted? Christians are pretty persecuted nowadays anyway, as a lot of people acted wrongly in the name of Christianity, and it has pushed people to think that Christians are not good people. And so a lot of people who claim to be Christian, even though they're not judgmental, they don't hate gay people, they don't hate trans people, they don't hate anybody, like at all, like at all. They still get called homophobes, transphobic, racist, bigot, all that kind of stuff. And um, a lot of that has to do with the way that Christians conducted themselves in the past, and a lot of it has to do with the way that Christians still try to conduct themselves. They still try to say that they are morally better than other people. But the fact of the matter is, you can meet someone who's an atheist, who doesn't believe in anything, and they can be morally a better person than the Christian who's sitting right next to them. Maybe the atheist doesn't believe in drinking or smoking or anything like that, but the Christian is getting blackout drunk and he's hitting women or whatever, or she, I mean, who knows? Um, just in general, as Christians, we are not morally higher than anyone else. And if you don't drink, you're not better than anyone else because you don't drink. I used to think for a lot of years, because I thought drinking was a terrible thing for a lot of years. But when I turned 21 and when I moved out, I realized that I did not need to think that just because I didn't do something, um, I wasn't I was better than someone. It's just not how it goes. I am not better than anyone else just because I didn't drink before I was 21. I'm not better than anyone else just because I haven't murdered something. Like it doesn't matter. Our standard for measuring who's better than who is arbitrary. It doesn't matter. Um, Obviously, as Christians, it says in Scripture that the only person that should judge is God, and He doesn't even choose to judge us. The only time He's going to judge us is on Judgment Day, and that's just like that's not even Him judging us. That's Him saying, "This is what you've done, but I've still chosen to forgive you." Like I don't think that as a group we get to say that one person that if you drink you're going to hell, or if you buy alcohol at all you're going to hell. It's not. It's just not true. It's not true. I enjoy alcohol, um, and while that may be something that I don't feel a conviction for, someone else may. And you have to also respect those boundaries. If someone says, "Look, I'm not comfortable being around alcohol," and you are someone who likes to drink at the dinner table, maybe you need to respect the fact they don't want to be around alcohol and just not drink. It's not hard. That's kind of my 2 cents in the subject. I think that as long as you're being responsible when you drink, like it says in all the ads, drink responsibly, then there's no issue with it. And I don't think anyone else should have an issue with it. I don't think you should get drunk because that hurts your body a lot. Like, it's not necessarily that I think that if you get drunk, you're a terrible person. It's just like when you get drunk, you hurt your liver, you hurt yourself, basically. And you make poor decisions most of the time. Not everybody does, but a lot of people do make poor decisions when they're drunk, and you don't want to do that. So that's kind of my 2 cents in it. Um, Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are on this video. Let me know if it helped you guys. Let me know if you had a Christian friend who judged you. If you did, I'm sorry. Um, Not all of us are as open about things as everyone else. Everyone's different. So thank you guys for watching. We love you guys. Thank you for subscribing if you're new. And if you like the video, go ahead and give it a like. See you later.